right, so here he is, the undisputed UFC lightweight champion, DC. Your teammate, Hhabib Nurmagomedov, undefeated 27-0. And history is certainly going to look back fondly on what this guy has accomplished and puts that undefeated record online yet again here tonight.
Usually at this point in your career, guys have made a mistake. There's been a hiccup. For Hhabib, there has been no hiccup, no missteps on his way to becoming one of the longest undefeated streaks that we've seen in mixed martial arts history. And it's because the skill is so high in every facet of mixed martial arts. He has fantastic striking. He has unbelievable wrestling, coupled with his sambo in the ground control, in the ground and pound of Hhabib Nurmagomedov is second to none. One of the most damaging, dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
He is a man of principle, and no one knows better than you. There may be guys who work as hard in the game, but no one works harder than him.
Nobody works harder.
He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. So 2 years, the gap in age, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Bergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting at professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, presenting the challenger, Hhabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamara, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fight.
The fighters touch him up.
Ready?
All right, here we go. UFC welterweight championship is up for grabs right now.
Well, we told you off the top he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch. Opens with the left hand and lands flush. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the judge.
All right, so there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had a massive...
Nurmagomedov's got his hand looking for a guillotine choke.
Oh, nice guillotine there.
He might get a finish here. Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Maybe going with that Von Flue choke, or I guess we should probably call it the OSP at this point. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, full guard now, DC.
And for the guy on top, he needs to build posture guard, which in turn will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating. You need to be framing. You need to be moving, looking for opportunities to either reverse the position or get back to your feet.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend. You can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, working out of side control here, his opponent.
Look at him push the arm down, maybe stepping into a crucifix. He's got his chin in, so now it's starting to slip under the neck. Look at him push the arm down, maybe stepping into a crucifix. Wow, you don't see that very often.
Oh, he's in trouble here. Wow.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Round two next.
We were so close so many times. This round, we're going to get it. You know the way he's going to try and get out.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. All right, so here we go. Next round is underway. It looked like maybe we would get a finish by submission in the previous round. Close, but no cigar.
Close, but no cigar. He's going to have to do things differently if he's going to submit this guy.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
I mean, how many can he take? Oh, useful strike on the ground, that was. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Usman. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow.
Come on, let's go.
Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beaten. And now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike that ends the fight.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Usman. 15 seconds. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself, he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shades of Hafeez Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Hafeez Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Just able to get to a great posture, control the feet, and land every single strike with vicious intent. It's hard to do.
Oh, nice scramble by him there. Takedown defense on point. He is a master in transition.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Well, if you like Muay Thai striking, this might be your moment in this fight as he gets the Thai crunch.
This is a massive moment for this fighter. He is a great Muay Thai fighter. Look for him to go knee, and then try to land a big one to the head.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
That was lightning fast, that right hand.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Nurmagomedov. Close guard.
I mean, that right hand landed square.
Nurmagomedov's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount.
This is a terrible position. He's gonna attack armbar here. You gotta recognize that when it gets to
This
an
might
angle.
just be a matter of time. And that will do it.
He's done, he's done. What a performance.
Right, I mean, how do you not admire the focus of this young fighter? You can tell he was looking for that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it. He stayed patient, let the setup do its thing, and ultimately the submission materializes organically late in the round. High-level stuff out of that young fighter here tonight. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
And there he is, the UFC welterweight champion of the world. What a moment for him here tonight as he earns the victory by submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 3. For the winner by submission, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Hafid Nurmagomedov.
All right, so he dedicated decades of his life to this very goal, and he is now the UFC champion. No one can ever take that away from him.
Yeah, man, you gotta take a lot of confidence from staying so committed to a goal for so long. The moment he walked into the UFC, he said, I will be the champion. He got it done tonight, and you gotta take your hat off to him for staying focused for so long and getting it done.